I ride, that's second. No, food second, that's third. We have it all planned.
I really don't know. Just make the whole rounds.
There's all kinds of entertainment this weekend. Tonight, teen stars Brandy and Jamie Walters, and tomorrow night, John Berry will open for country star Clint Black. The fair runs through next Saturday, the 30th. We'll be sure to tune in tonight at 5:30. Dana Cowley is standing by live at the Central Washington State Fair with some big-time coverage. We'll go back now to Kevin Shaub after a look at your first forecast.
This is Northwest Now at 5, your total news coverage from KAPP 35 News. Stay tuned. Kevin Shaub and Tyffani Peters will be right back.
If you still haven't been to the Ernst Blow-It-Out Making Space sale, don't wait any longer. Now, thousands of top quality products have been slashed even more. Now, 40% off. Look for the red dots. At 40% off, these items will move fast. Plus, find blowout bargains like these.
Glidden exterior flat house paint is an amazing $8.97 a gallon. And a True Temper shovel is free after a $3 rebate.
We must make space. It's the biggest Ernst sale ever, and we're not kidding.
If you've been waiting all year for the best price of the year on Toyota's Dream Team, our final closeout is here. Dependable, economical 1995 Toyota Tercels. Pay no interest. Yes, that's right. No interest for 24 months. And final closeout savings on Tacomas, Corollas, 4Runners, and Camrys. Yes, some people wait all year. They're called smart buyers. Final closeout on Toyota's Dream Team. See you tomorrow at your Northwest Toyota dealer.
Valley Toyota.
So, Ken, how long has the Big Ranch Burger been around?
You know, I can't tell you the exact date, but I can tell you, when they did introduce the Big Ranch Burger, it was a big hit. It's the biggest burger in the valley. It has Washington-grown beef, and it's a deluxe burger with everything on it.
The Big Ranch, this month's special feature at Burger Ranch.
Hello, I'm Mike Olson from Mike Olson Dodge, folks, and I want to show you an award that we won here at the store this year. This is a 5-star award of excellence awarded to us by Chrysler Corporation, and the people that gave us this award are the customers that do business here, folks. All the data is collected by Chrysler Corporation. We're the only dealer in Yakima and the only dealer in Central Washington to win this award. So come down here and try out this 5-star dealership.
The Air Force has now confirmed at least 22 people have been killed, another 2 missing, in the crash of a radar plane in Alaska. Witnesses say they saw one of the AWACS engines popping just as the plane went wheels up from Elmendorf Air Force Base. The plane then crashed in a huge fireball.
This is like a gigantic strobe light I saw coming, flashing like it seemed out of the tail. And then just drove on down the block, about half a block, and turned the corner and looked back over that direction and I saw the smoke.
The crash this morning is the first crash ever of an AWACS plane since Boeing put it into service in the late 70s. In King County, election workers now say it's going to be at least another week before they know if the Seattle Mariners are going to get a new stadium. It turns out there aren't 15,000 more absentee ballots left to count. There are 16,000. Apparently, many were dropped off at polling places instead of being mailed. Officials say the election count won't be final until a week from today. The stadium's winning margin slipped from 4,000 to 300 yesterday. A bad choice of words may be to blame for the Ruby Ridge, Idaho shootout. Former Deputy Attorney General George Tellerberger says orders telling FBI sharpshooters that they should fire at armed adults at Randy Weaver's Idaho's homestead were clearly in error. He told Congress today he doesn't think that meant agents were supposed to shoot on sight.
The inclusion of the standard deadly force policy was implicit. In the clarity of hindsight, the rules may have been inartfully drafted in the haste of the circumstances at Ruby Ridge. I do not believe they were intended to constitute an unlawful license to kill the subjects.
Some officials blamed the order on former Justice Department official Larry Potts, but Potts says he never told the snipers that they should fire. Authorities say the conditions are just horrendous at a dilapidated wild animal compound in Lava Hot Springs, Idaho. Most of the lions and the tigers that escaped this week have been killed, and today their corpses were being removed. As Debbie Jujanovic reports, people around the country have been offering to take in the surviving animals.
5 nervous cubs are on their way to a Pocatello Zoo. The Humane Society pulled them out of Ligertown at dusk, a compound surrounded by several 500-pound dead cats, killed after breaking out.
Nothing looks like it's been cleaned up for a long time, if ever, and there's this randomness to the arrangement of facilities, which makes it very difficult and dangerous for us to work in and around.
The condition of the cages is atrocious. They haven't been cleaned. It's impossible to sanitize.
Ligertown's been here for years, owned by Robert Fieber and his common-law wife, Dottie Martin. They were mauled before some of their animals broke free. A friend checked them out of the hospital today and brought them back, but police told them to keep out.
You understand that I think it's a crime scene now, sir, that they're investigating a crime.
What crime?
Who's committed the crime?
I don't understand what crime has been committed. I don't understand why they can keep their vehicle. I don't understand how they can serve a warrant to someone that's not there. I don't understand any of this.
Authorities executed a search warrant anyway to see if any animals were abused or malnourished and to figure out what to do with the dead ones.
The only resource that we had was to shoot these animals. We gave the command that we were to only shoot animals that have escaped the compound and had imposed a danger to this community.
Lava's a small town where tourists can enjoy warm, natural springs. They were warned to be cautious. All day long, authorities feared some of the dangerous cats were still on the prowl. But the cats that weren't proudly watched over what's left of their wild kingdom.
The big cats and more than 60 wolf hybrids were fed last night and today with food that was donated by local restaurants and the Bannock County Jail. One farmer donated a cow for the lions to eat. A man who escaped from an Oregon prison is back behind bars this evening after he was caught sleeping at a rest area north of Portland. That's Portland, Maine. Authorities say Lloyd Higgins drove across the country with a woman in a stolen camper. Higgins had been serving a 10-year prison term for manslaughter. There were dueling Medicare hearings on Capitol Hill today as the debate on overhauling the nation's health care system for the elderly continued to take center stage in Washington. Deborah Weiner reports.
The Republican-led Medicare hearings began with high hopes from the House Ways and Means Committee Chairman Bill Archer.
We're commencing this hearing today in an orderly fashion, and it will continue to proceed through the day in an orderly fashion.
But while the first witness was still testifying, a small coalition of senior citizens groups interrupted the hearing. They wore T-shirts emblazoned with shame, and some taped their mouths shut to symbolize feeling muzzled in the Republican Medicare debate. Chairman Archer had the police escort them out.
I'd watch out, Mr. Chair. I think that one could take you all by yourself, Mr. Chairman.
The committee is in recess.
I know.
Gentlemen's comments are out of order.
No, we're in recess. You mean I can't talk during recess? I mean, even in Germany, they let you talk on your way to prison.
Outside the Capitol, in the rain, House Democratic leaders held their own Medicare hearing. They say the one inside lacked the specifics they need.
Speaker Gingrich and Bob Dole have decided that when it comes to the future of Medicare, the details should be hidden.
The leadoff witness outside, Labor Secretary Robert Reich. He called the setting symbolic.
It's not just we who are outside, it's the American people who are shut out of this process.
Late in the day, House Democrats formally requested a second hearing on the Republican Medicare proposal. No hearings are scheduled in the Senate, where work on a similar GOP Medicare package begins next week. Deborah Weiner, ABC News, Capitol Hill.
The last of the conspirators convicted in the 1994 attack on figure skater Nancy Kerrigan is a free man. Former bodyguard for Tanya Harding, Sean Eckhart, walked out of the state penitentiary in Salem, Oregon today. Eckhart was released 109 days early for good behavior. As he walked out of the prison, Eckhart said that he was planning, in his words, to get some real food. Asked if he planned on talking with Harding, Eckhart responded, hopefully not. If you're headed out to a high school football game tonight, stick around. We'll have tonight's forecast. Also ahead on Northwest Now, some important traveling tips for women who are expecting a baby.
The fall truckload sale is here. It's our biggest tire sale of the year at truckload sale prices. In passenger tires, it includes our best C800. Plus, we're featuring a special purchase of original equipment tires starting at an incredible $39.99. Sale prices on Wild Countries, Wildcats, Pathfinders, M55s, and Buckshot Mutters. All this and more happening now during the Les Schwab Fall Truckload Sale.
In Germany, there is no word for gonzo, no word for rad, righteous, or gnarly. And as far as we can tell, no word for whoa. There is, however, a car. Introducing the Audi A4, a stunning achievement in German engineering, and one wicked ride. Dude, the new A4. Get ready for the ride of your life.
We sue drunk drivers. We take drunk drivers to court and win fair settlements for their innocent victims.
If a drunk driver has injured you or a family member, call the firm that gets results. Call Abeta Nelson.
We work hard to return fair settlements for honest people with honest claims.